Oh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action.
Go. All right. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back.
Wait, hold on, I'm scratching my face. Go ahead.
You ready? Here. 1, 2, 3. For today's episode, we are going to be talking about boys. The other one. I'm so sorry, mother. Drugs.
You know that we never did anything. But I just couldn't wait.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Gemini Therapy. I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Clary, and you're now tuning into episode 4. Woo-hoo. We did it.
All right. Okay, so for today's episode, we are going to be talking about boys.
Men.
Yeah.
We're going to do a mukbang.
Right here. Yes, our lunch just got here. Hey, friend.
So excited. You're not going to eat?
No, because she's on a diet.
You're a true friend.
Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Okay, so like we were saying, we're going to talk about boys today while we open all this stuff up.
If you're wondering why we decided to eat, we figured it would just be like the perfect time because we are on our lunch break.
We only have an hour.
We only have an hour to record, and we're like, you know what?
Let's
It's so
just do
easy to talk shit about our guys.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just do it. No, I'm just
Yes.
kidding, but
No, but it is. JK.
no, yes, but no. Anyways, so we're gonna eat and talk to you guys. Does this bother you?
Oh, yeah. Okay, if you guys are wondering what we're eating, we're gonna eat Z-Wings, best wing place in town.
All right. How about I start?
Okay, go
So
for it.
we're just gonna go in, okay, guys? Like
Yeah.
no introduction. Let's just do it.
That's what we're gonna do.
Okay, so Marky is 7 years older than me,
Mm-hmm.
and I met him my senior year in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And it was towards the end of senior year. I was about to graduate, and I think I met him like in May. I don't know. No, because I graduated in May. So what's before May? April?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I met him in April at a party. And till this day, he swears I grabbed his ass. I didn't. I promise you I didn't. I remember pinching his nipple
At a party?
at a party.
Did you even know him?
No. I was drunk, Lindsay. I don't know why. I just went like
So you
that.
just went up to a random guy and
No, like we were in the circle talking, all my friends. So technically, like all his friends were my friends, and I already knew them.
Mm-hmm.
And they were in a circle talking, and I just went like that.
Just cause.
Just because I don't know why.
Oh,
Okay, so from there,
aggressive.
I know. So from there, all my friends got in the pact that they were gonna go to prom together,
And
and
you?
me what?
Boss and you? Who did you?
It was me and Marky, you know?
There we go.
It just fit in. I was like, okay, fine, I'll go with him to prom. And it was, honestly, we both say it, like at the beginning, we didn't want anything serious.
Okay.
And he'll tell me, like, he'll tell anybody, like, it was just
a
like,
one night stand.
kind
Or
of
like,
deal. That's what he wanted. Pero mira dónde está enamorado. I'm just kidding. No, but yeah. So we went to prom together. And then from there, everything just escalated. But I remember, like, my friends would be like, go out with him. He's super cool. And I'd be like, no, dude. Like, I don't know. I didn't like him. Dude, you know that whenever I was going to prom with him, I asked my dad for permission because he was older.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, Dad, is it okay? I was like, is it okay that I'm going to go with somebody older to prom? He was like, who gives a fuck?
Age is just a number.
Age is just a number.
He said.
How did you meet Brett?
In school.
How though?
Okay. Here
Don't
we go.
tell me you were one of those that you were like walking down the hall, like looking at him, shaking your chichis.
It was very much like that.
No.
Yes.
Ew.
It was like a movie.
No.
Yes. So I knew who this guy was. Obviously, he was like in football. Everybody knew who Bert was, right? Hello.
He's Bert.
Yes. I was just that girl. Hence, that girl, Lindsay, because nobody knew who the hell I was.
So
I was just the tall girl with very long hair to everybody.
the Thatcher.
Yes. I was known as Twinkie's cousin, and that's it.
Mind you, you're still one most beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but I did. Most beautiful, but nobody knew who I was. We ended up having, okay, when we met,
I was like, damn, girl, that was fast.
I had a boyfriend. He had a girlfriend, right?
Mm-hmm.
His sister, no, his girlfriend.
We don't talk about Bruno?
We don't talk about Bruno. We're not going to say names, but I will say that his girlfriend's sister was in my class.
Like your classmate? Or in your classroom?
No, like in my classroom. So
okay.
It's kind of confusing because we were both, the reason I met him was in class after lunch. We had 5th period together.
He's 2 years older than you.
Yes, sorry. Yeah. He was a senior. I was a sophomore at the time. And we had 5th period together after lunch. But the crazy part is that he came in 2nd semester, but like 2 weeks after like we had already switched classes.
So he went in late.
Yes.
Because it used to be like first semester you would take one class and then second semester you take different classes,
you would
right?
switch. Okay. So before he switched, he actually had a class with his girlfriend.
Okay.
And then, but he had already taken that class, so he didn't want to be in that class. And you would think, like, he's with his girlfriend, why not just stay there, right? Like, take the class all over again. You can spend a free period with your freaking girlfriend.
You already
right?
know what you're doing.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So he went to the principal, told him, like, I don't want to be in that class. So he got
Maybe
taken out.
Maybe he didn't like her.
I mean, look at where he's at. He ended up wanting to get out of that class, and they moved him into mine. And it was, I swear to God, like, he walked into my classroom, and I was like, wow, like, that's him. But I didn't, hot. I mean,
maybe he used to be cute, because.
I mean, back then he was all right.
And
now he's still cute. Leave him alone. So he walked in or whatever, and I was like, wow, like, he's cute or whatever, but I didn't make it a big deal.
I can already see you getting all red.
I was red. I was very red. I had a friend, I'll say her name. Her name was Vanessa. She was sitting behind me, and she, like, automatically, like, knew that there was, like, hearts, like, floating around my head.
She saw you, too.
Yes. So she was more like a cagapalo, I guess.
She was like me.
Her and another friend, yeah. So right away they were like, hey, you like him, right? And I was like, no, dude, like, not que ver. I don't even know who this guy is because I honestly didn't. So the class that he had before 5th period, he had it with my cousin.
Twinkie.
Yes.
Okay.
And then he ends up finding out my last name, puts 2 and 2 together. He's friends with Twinkie. The class before that one, the one that he had with Twinkie, he was in it with my boyfriend at the time. So Twinkie, my boyfriend, and Bert, I'm not going to call him my boyfriend because he doesn't even deserve that. He was not. It was just like the guy who I was talking to at the time.
Can I pause you?
Yes.
Just so you all know, my stomach makes weird noises when I eat, okay? So if you hear something going on, don't worry about it.
It's your pancita.
Yes, okay, go.
So they were all in the class together, right? And he overhears him asking Twinkie, like, who's that really tall girl with the long hair?
Your ex-lover.
Yes, not my lover. He was just a thing.
Your ex thing.
Yes. And he was like, well, that's my cousin. Wait, excuse me. He's like, well, that's my cousin. And he's like, well, hook it up. And then the other one.
Okay, go.
The other one was like, I think he said, like, I'm talking to her. And he's like, no, hombre, no haces nada. Like, nada que ver with you. Like, te la puedo bajar or whatever. Just watch me. But this guy had a girlfriend. Like, he had a whole ass girlfriend.
The whole time that he was trying to get with you, he had a girlfriend.
Yes. So I was like, okay, dude, like, you got a girlfriend. I'm talking to this guy, but here you are, like.
Does the girlfriend know now?
Yeah, we're related. And so he ends up telling him, so the next day, the class before that was banned, so I had a class with Twinkie, and one day he was like, give me your phone. And I was like, why do you want my phone? He was like, just shut up and give me your phone. So I gave it to him. He went to 4th period with Bert and the other one. And then 5th period,
he took your phone with him?
He took my phone, yeah.
With him to 4th period?
Yes.
I would have never let that happen.
Well, he forced me to. So I get it back after 5th period, and Bert puts his number in my phone. So I get it back. Like, I eventually get my phone back. I go through it because I'm like, what did these guys do to it? And he, like, took it and put his number in my phone. And I will say that I texted him first because I was like, why did you do that? Like, ew. And I only texted him and I was like, you could have at least put, like, a capital B. Because he put just BERT, but lowercase. Yes. And I was like, dude, okay, you put your number in my phone, but you could have put a capital B. Like, it freaking stood out, like, all weird. Don't, you know?
Lowercase BERT.
Yeah, I didn't like it. From there, we started talking or whatever. But it wasn't like, we wouldn't text all of the time yet. It was already the 2nd semester, so the year was about to end. He was
So what do you mean
senior.
talking? Like, y'all would just text now and then?
Yeah, like, just...
Were you still talking to that guy?
Yes.
Did he still have a girlfriend?
Yes. Wait.
Y'all were doing illegal stuff.
And then he eventually started talking to me in class. Because me and my friends would, like, write notes and stuff. And, like, they would talk about him and stuff like that. And I remember, like, vividly, one time he had a haircut. He had a blue and white striped shirt on. And he walked in the classroom. And his friend, freaking yelled at me. She's like, hey, you think he's cute, right? And I was like,
From
dude,
across the
put me on
classroom.
the spot. Yeah.
Oh, I read.
Literally. And I was like,
Tomato
guess.
Lindsay.
Yes. I was like, I guess he looks all right. And that was all I said. And then after that time, like, he would come and talk to me, or he'd sit in front of me, and then watch what he would do. So he knew that my guy at the time would always go, like, pick me up at the, like, after class to walk me to my next class. So he would write, like, Bert,
On
like,
your
his
hand.
name on my hand.
And
he
you would let him.
He would write his name on my hand, or he'd write, like, I love you, or, like, a little heart. So sure enough, the other one was going to see it, and the other one was going to get mad. And I would just leave it there because I was like, whatever, dude. Like, you're not.
The other one was an asshole.
Yeah, he was a freaking asshole. Fuck you.
He deserved
ass.
it.
Yeah, like, I don't even. I can't even stand to see him now. Anyways, so that eventually, like, nothing happened. I cut him off.
With Bert?
No,
Oh, with that guy.
the other guy.
Oh, okay.
And then we started talking more after he found out that I wasn't talking to this guy anymore, but he still had a girlfriend. And then eventually, I think she broke up with him, or I don't know what the hell happened, but he was like, hey, I'm single now. Like,
well, I wouldn't know what happened. Shit. He's writing on your hand. I wouldn't be mad. I would have broken up with him too.
Well, like, after he told me, like, I'm 100% single, like, we just went in. We started talking, like, more and more every day. Like, we would always be on the phone. I told you the first time he told me I love you, we were watching George Lopez together.
You told me.
Yes.
That's so weird.
So cute.
You know, the first time I told Marky I loved him first.
Really? I didn't.
But it just slipped out, like, I didn't mean to.
Mm-hmm. That's what happened with Bert.
Like, and I was like, you don't have to tell me back. Like, right away I told him, I was like, you don't have to tell me back. Like, because it was an accident.
You didn't mean it.
I did mean it. Obviously, it just came out. Like, it wasn't like I wanted. Like, it's not that I didn't love him or that I didn't want to tell him, but it was kind of just like, I love you. And it just came out, and I was like, I just said that.
His was kind of like that. Like, we were going to hang up the phone already because we'd watch the show at the same time every day. You
guys were watching the show at different houses?
Yes.
I thought you were together.
No, dude, at that point, no. My dad would never, no. I had to, he had to go to my house, meet my parents for us to start going out. Like, that's the kind of house I was raised in.
You see, and mine was super different because my parents were divorced.
Mm-hmm.
It was my senior year in high school. My mom had just recently gotten a divorce from her second marriage. So my mom, my little brother, and I were living in the apartments behind the Fred's Fine Furniture or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We were living there. And whenever Marky and I got together, I graduated like right away. He was there for my graduation and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then right after that, my dad gave me the house that I'm living in right now. When he did that, I don't think Marky and I talked about it. Like, it just happened. My
that
mom
you moved in together?
My mom and I and my little brother moved over there, and Marky just came with.
So
I didn't ask my dad for permission. I don't remember asking him for permission, but he never told me anything.
Maybe he was just spending the night and then like never left.
Well, that started happening at the apartment. Like, he would spend, I remember, he would come in like during the night, right? Not during the night, but like he would come in like in the daytime, in the tarde or whatever. We'd have dinner. My mom would go to sleep, and then Marky would sneak out. Like, he would sleep there, but he would leave before my mom would wake up to go to work. But this whole time she fucking knew.
Yeah.
But like, we would just still sneak around. But we were, not good.
Mira.
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, he had to go like meet my parents so that he could start. Oh, so the first time he met my mom is very like.
Tell him what she said about him, because it always makes me laugh.
She asked me if he sold drugs. She asked me if he did drugs or if he sold drugs, because my type was like cowboy from head to toe. I was always blasting like country music. That was who I was.
I don't see you like that.
Really? Because I've been with this guy for half of my life.
You're ghetto now.
Literally. Fabulous. But yeah, I was 17 when I met him. 16. I was 16, gonna turn 17 that summer in June. And then I was with him my whole junior year, my whole senior year. And then the summer.
So when did he meet your mom?
Like that summer.
After graduation?
After he graduated.
Oh, I thought after your graduation.
Oh, heck no. That would have been
like,
2 years.
That's too long.
No. After he graduated.
Oh, okay.
I remember I met his family in February.
Right away.
Like on Valentine's Day, he took me to his mom's house. And like I met his entire family.
You know that our first Valentine's Day. No, never mind. It was for my birthday. Marky got me 18 roses.
Really?
Because I turned 18.
Oh, wow.
He stole me from the crib. He celebrated my 18th birthday with me. So
Well,
I was
same.
like barely legal.
Well, I was getting married.
At 18.
I was 17.
When
No.
you got married.
Look, it's because it's confusing.
Screaming?
I don't
Get
know.
away.
I turned 18 June 11th. Mm-hmm. We got married June 17th. So it was very like, I was only 18 years old.
Damn, dude.
And we've been together for almost like 15 years already.
Pues haz de cuenta, pues me too. I can't judge you because I moved in with him. I mean, I didn't get married, but.
Ya haz de cuenta,
Haz
yeah.
de cuenta.
So I'm about to turn 30. So I've literally spent half of my life with this dude. And Bert has been like the only guy that, you know.
Yeah, no.
He's just my one and only. Aww. That one.
That's super cute.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I have never thought about it that way. So technically, yes, I was 18 when Marky and I moved together.
Mm-hmm.
And we're still not married, but I can tell you that I'm so content with where we are in life.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not feel pressured to get married. And not that I don't want to marry him. Like, I love this guy to death, and I'll marry him any day. If he were to ask me, I'd freaking get on a plane right now and just me and him and go to Vegas and get married. But I don't feel the need to get married. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going back to like our last video of like people asking you like, when are you gonna get married? When are you gonna get married? I don't feel pressured to get married.
Honestly, I love Bert. I mean, I do. Like, I love him. But the way that I grew up was you have to get married. You can't move in with someone unless you're married. Much less like sleep around, because that definitely wasn't allowed in my household. Like, if I was gonna bring a guy home, it's because it was something serious, and it wasn't gonna be. My dad would have never allowed like guy after guy after guy after guy.
Marky, you know that Marky was the only guy my dad met.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Bert too. The other guy met my brother. And
the
Bert,
one before Bert.
Yeah, and Bert makes fun, and he's like, well, that must have been serious because my brother's like a second dad to me. Like, my brother's my everything, and I respect my brother so much. So I knew, like, I don't know, like him meeting him, Like, I kind of wish he wouldn't have. It wasn't something that I planned. It was at the fair. My brother was there. Like, we literally bumped it. Yeah, we bumped into them. So it wasn't like a formal, like, hey, I want you to meet him kind of thing. It was just like, oh, hey, like, what's up? This is so-and-so. This is my brother, his wife, his kids and stuff.
It's kind of like an aw shit. This happened.
Yeah, but he still did. So I kind of regret that. But the very first time that Bert met my family, we went to my brother's house for Christmas.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, so he met my family Christmas, and then December, January. I didn't meet his family until 2 months later on Valentine's Day. And he kept telling me, like, I'm going to take, like, he would go pick me up from school, and he would tell me, like, I'm going to take you to go meet my mom. I'd be like, no, dude, I'm not ready. Like, you know, that's a lot. And then he would tell me, like, again, I'm going to take you. Today's the day. I'm going to take you. And I would always tell him, like, no, I'm not ready for that because that's...
It's pressure.
Yeah.
It feels nerve-wracking. I remember at the beginning, whenever I would go to Marky's house, damn, that's loud. Anyways, it wasn't weird. Like, my suegra and my suegro are literally the kindest people ever. And then his sister's my classmate. So, like, I've known Cassie since we were, like, little. We were in school because we're classmates.
So y'all graduated together?
Me and Cassie.
I didn't know that.
So was he really there to see his sister graduate or me?
Dun, dun, dun.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Anyways, so anyways, going there, like, at the beginning, it's kind of like I'm stepping into, like, a house I don't know. And then, anyways, like I said, they're super cool. But my father-in-law only speaks Spanish.
That's me, dude.
And it's like, oh my gosh. Like, so I was sitting there, and I remember, like, till this day, my suegra and I, like, laugh about it because I would sit there and I'd talk to him in English, and he'd respond to me in Spanish, and I'd respond in English. And when I tried to talk in Spanish, he'd be like, and then he'd, like, start laughing at me, and I'd be like, oh, I suck. Now I've gotten better. So now I only talk to him in Spanish. But I can guarantee you that it's because of him that my Spanish has gotten better. Cause
do you want to know that my suegros only speak Spanish also?
Both of them?
Both. But my suegro does it on purpose, that he'll make me talk to him in Spanish, but he knows what I'm saying because he speaks English. Like, he's worked in the oil field all his life, so he has to talk to the gringo, like, oil field men, the company men and stuff. So he knows how to say, like, he knows how to talk in English. And one time I was struggling so much. I don't even remember what I was trying to say.
Did you tell him something?
Yes. And then he was like, he just busted out laughing. And he was like, ¿Sabías que te entendí? And I'm like, dude, then why are you making me, like, break my head here? He's like, sí te entiendo. Like, nomás quiero que practiques el español. And I was like, but I don't want to. And
don't make me do something I don't want to.
Yeah. And with my parents, like, I would talk, both my parents always talk to me in Spanish, but my dad especially would talk to us in Spanish, but I would answer him in English.
Like, he understood you.
Yeah, my dad, like, knew both English and Spanish, but it was only more towards my dad that I would talk to in Spanish. My mom, like, obviously she knew.
My parents were very much just, like, they would talk to me in Spanish, but it was more English. And my dad swears that he taught us Spanish growing up. And it's like, okay, you might have tried.
But failed.
Yeah. And he's like, well, you're a bad learner. And I'm like, well, how do you know? What if you're the bad teacher? You know? How is it my fault?
Oh, you suck at a lot of things.
Sucky, faidala.
So, yeah. 2000. So, I graduated high school 2010. Got married in 2011. And we've been together ever since.
That's what, 22 years? I mean, 12 years? Shit, it's because I thought 2022. It's been 12 years?
12, 13, 14, the 2 years that we were talking.
Me and Marky, so 2014. 15,
well, no.
16, 17, 18.
From
19.
2008.
Well, 2014, you don't count it, right? Because it's halfway.
2008. Wait. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
14 years.
14 years.
And I think Marky and I are at 8.
14. 22. 8 years, yeah.
You know that out of those 8 years, we started talking in May. So May, you want me to tell you something?
What?
I'm going to tell you.
What?
I'm going to let you in a little secret.
We have 26 minutes. Go.
Okay. So, going in deep. No, I'm just kidding. But you know that we never did anything. Until we were officially together.
Like boyfriend, girlfriend, or
No.
that you were moved in?
No. Like, because remember I told you, like, at the beginning it was just like we wanted just wham bam, thank you ma'am.
Uh-huh.
And it started getting serious. Like, we started hanging out more.
Mm-hmm.
And people would tell us, like, people would tell me to go out. Okay, so this is how it would happen.
Go.
My friends, 2 of my girlfriends were going out with 2 of his guy friends.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not going to talk about Bruno. We're going to call them Bruce and Willie. So Bruce and Willie would always drink at Willie's house. So Marky, Bruce, and Willie always drinking over there.
Mm-hmm.
So my 2 friends would go and see Bruce and Willie.
Uh-huh. And he was just there by himself.
And he was always there by himself.
Who's Bruce and Willie? I want to know now.
I can't tell you.
Later.
So then later. It's a secret. Anyways, so then I'm sure like all my friends know. Like people here in Zapata probably know, but
I don't know. I'm not your friend.
no, yeah, you are, but I just don't. Everybody's married now, and I just feel
Are they still together? Bruce
none
and
of
Willie?
them are together.
No,
none of
only
them.
you and Marcus.
Only me, and that's the point. That's where I'm going.
Oh my gosh.
So I would be like at different parties, and my friends would leave those parties to go see Bruce and Willie.
Uh-huh.
And I remember one time I was at my friend's Krista's house, and we were all there hanging out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they call me and they're like, come to Willie's. And I'm like, no. They're like, come on, Marky's here. Like, he wants to hang out. Honestly, he says he didn't want to hang out with me, that they would force it on him.
He didn't even love you.
He didn't love me.
Aww.
But they would like try to hook us up.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody was trying to hook us up, and me and Marky were like, no, 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 no.
Mm-hmm.
Well, finally we hung out on a night that I was already very much not myself, drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And we hung out and we kissed for the very first time in the back of Gabier's car in this parking lot of Stripes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the 22nd, he asked me to be his girlfriend. You want to know how he asked me?
How?
We were laying down in his bed, fully clothed.
Mm-hmm.
We were about to go out, and I'm laying down waiting for him to finish getting ready, and I'm laying on my panza like this on my phone, and he comes and he doesn't jump on the bed, but like he lays down on the bed next to me, right? And I turn over to my side like that, and I'm like just looking at him, and we're talking. He's like, so, do you want to be my girlfriend? And I was like, just like that. And then I said yes, and then yeah.
Bert asked me in line at Popeyes through text.
Shut up.
Literally.
In the text message.
He was home. I remember my dad getting home from work that day, and he was like, vámonos a dar la vuelta. And my mom was like, well, what are we going to do? And he's like, vamos a comer el Popeye en Laredo. And we were like, okay. So like all 4 of us, my mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, my brother had already gotten married. We like hopped in the car and we took off. I remember I talked with my sister the entire way there.
You talked to her about what, Bert?
About him. Like, yeah, I was just telling her like stuff
You were
about
all
him.
enamorada.
Yes, dude, I was in love. I am in love. I am in love.
Correction.
And then I told him that we were in line at Popeyes, and he was like, okay, be careful or whatever. And then I remember he just we stopped texting, and then I got another one, and it said like, would you want to be my girlfriend? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember showing my sister, and I was like, he just asked me to be his girlfriend. And then here we are.
Here we are today.
14 years later.
So people always say like, my friends that I've asked this question, they're like, what do you mean? Like they don't get it. But I strongly believe that in a relationship, there are different phases of love. Mm-hmm. I think, because when me and him were first talking, like when we were first together, I loved, like when I started loving him, it was love, but it was like I love you. Like we barely started going out. I love you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then it went from an I love you to like, oh my gosh.
I'm obsessed
with you. Yes. Mm-hmm. And now.
Back up.
I went through one of those phases. I'm going to kick your ass. Mm-hmm. But I still love you. Like, oh, me caes pinche, pero te quiero. You know what I mean? But now.
I still have that. I'm in that phase.
Right now. Just kidding. Like, for real. But right now, with a baby inside me, I love him. I don't want to say more because I love him the same. It's just like he's going to be my baby's dad.
Yeah.
And I love him. Like, and I was telling him last night, like, because I'm so excited to have my baby, right? And I can't wait to hold her and love on her. But another thing that I'm like so excited for is to see him love her.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait to get home from the hospital, see him asleep on the couch with her on his chest.
That's the best.
Like, that's what I want to see. And I feel like I'm just going to love him even more.
Mm-hmm. You do. You will.
And I don't know if that makes sense or not. And I don't know if I'm the only one that thinks this way, but I feel like I just love him differently now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely, you get a different
love. And I never understood it because, well, I don't know if you guys see like I Love Sarai.
No, I don't.
Okay, well, she got engaged to her boyfriend of I don't know how many years. And she said that she loves him differently.
No?
Yeah, because they're like engaged. So she's like, oh my gosh, like it's just a different kind of love. And when she said it, I didn't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
But then I found out I was pregnant and it was just like, holy shit, like I love Marky in a different way now.
I mean, yeah.
But it's not like, oh, I love you more, I love you less. It's just like...
You still love him. It's just...
There's like
a different type of love.
It's like your heart like opens like a little special...
And then once you have your kid, you're going to love her more than you love him.
And I feel... No, don't say that.
You will. You are. Like, I love Grecia to death. And I love Bert to death. But I would do anything for both of them. Like, they're my life.
So to like Bert, you'll go to Mars, but with Grecia, you'll go to the moon?
Yes. But I would go to the moon
further?
for him, too. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I would go around the world 50 million, 100 bajillion times for my daughter.
And for Bert?
For like 100 and a billion, gajillion. Like
a little bit, like just like half an inch less.
Yes.
I get you.
Because they both mean everything to me. It's just she's your kid.
It makes sense.
I don't know. It sounds so ugly, but your kid is your kid. And like, you're gonna, like at the end of the day, they're gonna go nowhere. They're always gonna be your kids. Like if the guy wants to leave, he's gonna leave.
Don't say that.
I mean, hopefully not.
I told Marky he's not fucking going anywhere now. He's stuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
A good thing is that Cassie has always told me that if he ever cheats on me, she'd kick his ass and her ass for me.
Good.
So I don't have to worry about it.
Good.
How much time do we have for work?
We're 17 minutes. We have 17 minutes left.
Oh, so we're still good on time.
We're Gucci.
I like this.
We can do this.
Mm-hmm.
We were so nervous, like being able to do this. And it's like a quick one because we're at 35 minutes.
I know I'm facing to the side, but I really like to see her when I talk to her.
Yeah.
The first time that you and Bert
did it.
Hanky-pankied.
Uh-huh.
Was it awkward or did you already love him?
No, I already loved him. I was... My mom is going to watch
She was there. Oh,
no. Mom.
But she has grandkids. Obviously, she knows.
Turn off the camera. My brother's
Mom, skip 30 seconds.
No, I already loved him. Like, I
okay,
knew...
but that's not my question. My question was like, was it awkward?
No, it wasn't awkward.
Oh, okay.
It was something that I went into knowing what I was going to do. And that's something my mom always told. Like, you see, because I didn't tell my mom right away, like, oh, Mom, I had sex. No, my mom's my best friend. I told my mom everything all the time. This particular thing, I didn't tell my mom.
Did she know?
She knew.
His moms know.
Yeah, they definitely know. Like,
moms,
you know,
always
las señoras
know.
Dicen, se te abrieron las caderas.
Yes.
Whatever. I don't know if that's true, but if it is, well, se te van a abrir las caderas.
You're going to be telling Grecia that later.
Let me see your hips. No, just kidding. Ew, no, I can't. No, she's never
Don't think
gonna
about
do
it.
that.
No, bye.
We're not doing that today. But once she found out that I was already having sex, she told me, like, you know what you're doing. Mind you, I was already 17 years old.
So you're about to get married.
Literally, like, yes. I'm so sorry, mother. But
I just couldn't wait.
But I don't see it as so bad because he was the only one that I was ever with. So it's kind of like not that bad, but it's still bad. Because again, it all goes back to how we were raised. Like, we were supposed to wait until we were married and stuff like that. And I think
married everybody's parents tell them that.
It just doesn't happen like that anymore.
I mean, I think that's just like a wish for everybody that their daughter, especially their daughters, like, it kind of sucks, but that's the way it's seen. Like, guys can do whatever they want. They can literally be hoes.
Yeah.
And they won't be
nobody tells
judged.
them anything.
But like as a girl, you have to respect
You're like,
yourself.
ew. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can't judge me.
Eres niña eres
Niña
hija de Dios.
Yes,
Wow.
I am. But yeah.
Alabaré, alabaré, alabaré.
No, but she did tell me, like, you know what you're doing. Just be careful. You know.
Marky says that he finished raising me because I was a niñada.
Maybe.
I didn't see it. I mean, no, but I'm just kidding.
Le lavaba los calzones.
Hell no, dude. You know,
You wouldn't wash his underwear.
No, let me tell you.
What?
You know that whenever he lived with my mother-in-law, she would make all her kids wash their own clothes.
Except him.
This mofo would throw his underwear in the trash and go buy new ones because he didn't want to wash them.
Wow.
So when he got over here and he moved in with me, está bien chiflado.
¿Y todavía los tira o no?
No.
Se las lavas.
Yes. And then now he doesn't let me throw them, all the torn ones. He's like, those are my comfortable ones.
They're holy, dude.
Yeah.
They've been blessed.
Anyways, so do you want to know how my dad met him?
How?
We were at a senior dance. And everybody
Ow.
thinks it. I'm sorry. Why am I so loud? Let me back the fuck up. Let me back up. Okay, we were at a senior dance and I get a text message from my mom telling me that Willie is there because he's friends with my dad, with my brother. So all my brother's friends are there at my brother's house. My dad is there with my stepmom and my mom is there with my stepdad and all my siblings are there. They're having a barbecue. And I get a text to go that because my dad is mad because I have a boyfriend. At this time, Marky and I were not boyfriend and girlfriend. We were still literally like in that stage of we're just talking. So I wasn't going to introduce him yet.
Right.
These guys over-intervened and told my dad that he was already my boyfriend and that we were super serious and blah, 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 blah. So when we get there, I'm like under the impression that my dad is pissed at me for having a boyfriend. So he gets there. We get there to my brother's house and I'm like, dude, like, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know how my dad's going to react. I don't know this or that. Well, it turns out my dad and Marky had already been partying at Aqua. Together. I didn't know that. They had a party together.
Pero iba toda cagada.
Iba toda cagada. So they said hi to each other. He just told him, like, that's my only girl, whatever, whatever. Take care of her, blah, blah, blah. And that's it.
Dude. Oh my
gosh. So they met before Marky and I met.
I'm going to say something. So Bert would drop me off. Like, he would pick me up from school. My mom always knew what I was doing. He would pick me up from school, go drop me off. One of the times, his sister didn't go with us to drop me off at home.
Wendy?
Yeah. I freaking got in the back seat, like, to pretend that someone was in the front. And I told him, like, park a little bit more that way, like, away from my house so that my dad wouldn't see that there wasn't really anybody in the front seat. But I just hopped in the back to, like, get out. And I was like, as soon as I get out, you take off. Because my dad is more than likely going to be sitting outside.
But why were you so nervous?
Because I was by myself with a guy.
And?
Well, at this point, my dad didn't really know. Did he know that we were dating? I think he did, but my dad was very like, no pueden estar solos. So I was like, oh shit, like, I'm going to get in trouble if you drop me off and it's just you and me. So I get in the back seat and I get off in the corner of the street to jump to the back.
That probably looks worse.
Yeah, imagine. Anyways. So I pull up or whatever. I jump off the car. Bert takes off like at 100 miles per hour. I literally like jump off and he takes off. And then my dad's like, ¿Cómo te fue? And I was like, good, Dad. And he was like, ¿Sabes que a mí no me haces pendejo? And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, pues yo era joven un día. Like, I was also young
like
at one point.
At one point, yeah.
And I was like, okay. And he's like, yo sé lo que andas haciendo. And I was like, but I'm not doing nothing.
I'm just with the guy.
Yeah. And he was like, a mí no me vas a hacer sonso. And I was like, okay, Dad, can I go inside now? And he's like, nomás cuídate. I don't know what that meant. I don't know. Nothing was going on.
Do you want to hear a funny story?
Girl, we have 9 minutes.
Okay, we'll save it for the next one. It's nothing funny. Like, it's not about me and Marky. It was like off topic.
Oh, okay.
So we'll just save it for another time.
Guys, our time has run out.
I think I said everything I had to say though. Like, I don't have anything else.
Cool. Oh, it's fun.
We'll save that one. That one was like about my dad telling me consejos. So that's a topic.
Wow.
Consejos de los padres.
Okay.
We'll do it. No, funny ones too, not just like sentimental valued.
Yeah. Okay.
Alrighty.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys didn't find it annoying that we were eating while doing this one video, but literally we didn't have another time to record.
Then right now. And we really we want to start getting 2 videos up a week. Mm-hmm. So it's Tuesday. Mm-hmm. Today.
There's one going up
today at 6. Yeah. And then this one will be going up on Thursday.
Yes. If you guys don't mind, like, maybe we can do this for one video.
Yeah, like if y'all don't mind this, like us eating, maybe we don't have to eat every single time.
No.
We can just like stuff our face after. We'll record for like 45 minutes and then stuff our face after. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. But let us know if you mind us eating, because I know it's very super loud. So let us know, because I think it would get to me. But anyways, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Turn on the notification bell so that you guys can be notified every time that we upload a video. Give our video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends, your family. Just give us a little shout out here and there. And yes, like always, thank you guys so much for all the feedback that you guys give us. We love you guys so much, and we'll see you in our next video.
Bye.
Bye.